Hey y'all, it's your Popboy. I didn't want to do this. It wasn't planned, but I mean, I can't control what I find. You know, when I'm testing, you're dealing with 2K, you just never know. Alright, so no choice I had but to do this sequel to the trade sliders video. And that's what this is. And by the way, those sliders are going great. So this video is not about that. Though, you know, I'm still getting great results with those settings. So I'll put the link in the description. By the way, if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. Everything in there is still totally valid. So we're good there. That's not the issue, but that's also not the whole story, because, you know, the greatest settings in the world don't help us if the game isn't applying them when it's time to use them. Okay, so before I get ahead of myself, here's exactly what's going on. Well, let's just see if we can find a good example. So I'm going to go ahead and be the Nets. Okay, and let's say for whatever reason I'm looking to move on from James Harden. So of course, what am I going to do? I'm going to come into the trade finder. I'm going to click on him. Let's see what kind of offers are out there. Okay. Oh, here's an intriguing one. So the Pacers would be willing to give me Sabonis and Karis LeVert for Harden and just a 2025 second round pick. So like a nothing pick. Okay, that kind of seems a little generous, you know, especially given their ages, but whatever. We'll file that one away. Let's go ahead and wipe the slate clean. Okay, and now let's say I'm still the Nets, but now let's say I'm like, man, I really want to get Sabonis and Karis LeVert. All right, so back into the trade finder. Let's see what it's going to take. So we select them both. Here we go. Okay, so one of these offers does contain Harden still, but now we can see it's a little different. Now they want this year's first round pick, and we got to swap Griffin for Miles Turner. Okay, so taking a step back, me just looking at that looks like a more realistic offer, right? A little more equal in value. And I know what's going on here because I've been testing this stuff a lot, but if you didn't know any better, you just playing the game, you'd be like, what the hell? What happened to the other better offer, that we just saw? It's not here anymore. Well, why the sudden change? And then you think, okay, well, it's probably just not on here. They'll probably still do that offer. So, let me just come in here and negotiate it. I'll take these two away, get them out of here. And then let's change the 2021 first rounder into the 2025 second rounder from before. And okay, there it is. That's exactly what you just offered me. Oh, and now you're not going to do it. Okay, but what if I just go back and do it the other way? Where I'm offering Harden. I don't know why that'd make a difference, but let's just go back and do it that way because I just saw the offer. Okay, there it is. It's the same offer, still there. So I already know you're going to do it because it's on there. So let's just go in here and do it just to make sure. Yeah, now you'll do it. What the hell is that? Well, let me tell you, I've done a lot of testing on this. This is what I've been trying to figure out what's going on. And I can tell you for sure it's not just like a one-off or just a random glitch. No, it's an actual flaw in the programming. And it exists just the same on current and next gen. Here's what's happening. So when you go into the trade finder, right, and you click on one of your own players, so you click to offer up one of your own players, that somehow, for some reason, causes the game to bypass all of our trade settings, everything we worked so hard to get right. So it's like it's not listening to them. My goodness, man. So that's why when you do it that way, a lot of the offers that you get, they'll be, like you saw before, they'll be too favorable to the user. They'll be a little too generous, right? And it'll make you question your trade sliders. You'll think that, man, the settings that I have, they're too easy. I need to go in and increase the trade negotiation difficulty slider. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's just because you clicked on your own player. That's it. So now because you did that, the game is basically going to ignore your custom settings. They could be set to anything. It's not going to matter. It's just going to use its default programming to come up with, whatever it's going to come up with. Okay, now that doesn't mean that every single offer, obviously, that we get doing it that way is going to be totally bogus. You know, we can still get some realistic offers, but that's just kind of random. It's kind of just by like happenstance. So overall, we just can't trust those offers, right? And of course, we wanted to use our freaking settings. So bottom line, we can't do it that way. That's the main thing. Now, if you want to click on one of your own players just to, you know, kind of get a general idea of what offers might be out there, then that's obviously fine, but we don't want to just take one of those offers. We got to flip it around, you know, and do it the other way to make sure that it checks out. So, like that first offer that I got for Harden, that's not legit. That's like the cheese offer. Okay? And I like, if you're like me, I need to play the game legitimately. I'm not just trying to like game the system just to get a better deal than realistically than I should get. Okay? So we just have to remember that anytime we're doing a trade in the trade finder, always click on the players or the picks that you want to acquire and view the offers that way. Those are the realistic, legit offers where the game is actually using our settings to come up with them. Okay, so don't click on your own players. Now, if you want to build, I don't know many people do this, but if you want to just go in here and build a trade just from scratch, you know, just make an offer, that's okay. But before you actually do the deal, I would still come in the trade finder and click on the assets that you want to acquire just to make sure that you can still get that same offer doing it that way. It's better that way just to be sure that it checks out. All right, now, I don't know why 2K, I don't know why you can't just make it the same no matter which way we do it. You know, it should be the same offers no matter which way you do it. I don't know why the game just can't listen to our settings all the time. Whatever. Hey, at least we found the cheese and we know where it is, so now we can avoid it, right? It's really amazing what you have to do just to be able to play the game legitimately. And I can't do it. I can't have it any other way. I have to be able to take it seriously to enjoy it. Otherwise, it just feels dumb. So, whatever. At least, you know, hopefully we can all do that now. We know what it is. We know what we have to do. We know what to avoid, so we shouldn't have to worry about it anymore. All right, I'm gonna go get back to work. By the way, I'm getting extremely close on a lot of slider stuff for both gens. All right, so stay tuned. Now, obviously, you want to subscribe. I appreciate that. Hit your notifications on, of course. Pop that like button for me before you go. Okay, and I'm gonna see you right back here next time for the next edition of 2K with the Popboy.